Hello there, every pony. I'm the German Snob, and I'm here with a new Let's Play of My Little Investigations. No, not actually My Little Pony Investigations, My Little Investigations. The demo. Oh, yeah. I've never played that game before, and you can expect to see a lot of wandering around aimlessly in this little Let's Play. So, let's see how this is going to turn out. New game. Oh god, it's loading. So, in case you didn't know, this game is a crossover, or rather not a crossover, it's a My Little Pony game in the style of the Ace Attorney games, or rather Ace Attorney Investigations. Carousel Boutique. 11.8.
Found it! Found it! It's here somewhere. Ah, I'm looking. Give me a break. It's too dark. Can't see a thing. Yes, that's a thing called mouse. Keep looking. Wait, I think. Aha! I found it. Finally! Let's get out of here. Quickly. What the?
What's going on?
This game is fully voice acted?
Rarity! I came as soon as I heard. What happened?
The chick playing Twilight is pretty good. At least as far as I can tell now.
Oh, Twilight! It's awful, horrible, dreadful, perhaps even the worst possible thing!
Rarity, though, is a little bit over the top.
Uh-huh. And that would be... Why, Twilight? Do I detect skepticism? Well, I shall have you know that last night I became a victim. A tragic, tragic victim.
It happens to all of us, Rarity.
Woe is me! I shall never recover from this injury that's been wrought upon me.
I am sure.
English, Rarity.
Do you speak it?
I was in the zone, Twilight. But if I must, last night I was stolen from.
Oh. Tell me about it, Janet.
Stolen from? What was stolen?
Exactly.
They were stolen, Twilight! Both of them!
Okay. Go on.
Who?
Exactly.
My two jewels! True Blue and Opal!
I sincerely hope that's not a euphemism for something. And I think Twilight thinks the same.
Ahem. Twilight, what Rarity is trying to say is that thieves broke into the Carousel Boutique last night.
Did you know that in the original show, Rarity and Mayomir have the same voice actor? Well, now you do.
And stole both the True Blue, a large sapphire that she had recently acquired when jump hunting, and Opal, which is her...
Cat.
her cat.
That's what I said.
How could they? How could they? Oh, my poor darling! All alone out there with those ruffians!
That's a good question, actually. How could they? I think it would be rather difficult to steal Opal.
I'm gonna go ahead and hope that she was talking about a cat there. What happened? Do you have any idea who did this?
Now, that's kind of silly because we, the player, or in your case, if you actually already know who the perpetrator was. That is actually keeping in line with the actual Ace Attorney games, because in the first cases, they always do show the guilty person. It gets better in the later cases, but yeah, it does keep in line with the actual Ace Attorney games.
Well, no. I'm afraid we haven't the slightest idea.
Really, Rarity's voice is kind of grating.
Ponyville doesn't really have much of a police force, you see, so we are a little under-equipped to handle something like this.
Alright.
This doesn't happen very often, you know. An investigative team from Canterlot has agreed to look into it, but I'm afraid they won't be here for a few days.
A few days? But the thieves might be long gone by then, and... Wait, is this the same investigative team as
last time?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly what happened last time? I can't seem to recall.
Neither can
The
I.
one brought in to investigate the baby that went missing and which ended up being found unharmed in the closet?
That is a reference to something, is it?
Ah, yes, I do recall that. But I'm not sure where you're going with.
Neither am
The
I.
one that somehow managed to implicate Pinkie Pie in a fictional Dragon X smuggling ring?
That sounds like a good story. I'd like to hear it.
Well, yes. Yes, that's the one.
Uh-huh. Alright.
Think positive, Twilight. They may, perform better this time. Yes, that's the ticket.
I surely will.
Well, there's not much for it either way, Twilight. After all, no pony in our town has any experience with this sort of thing. We'll just have to wait it out.
If you say so, Mayor. I am going to completely ignore you.
Oh, I have so much to do at the moment. I simply can't stay around any longer. We'll get to the bottom of this as soon as that investigative team arrives, Verity. You have my word.
That's beautiful.
I'm afraid she's right, you know. We shall simply have to wait it out.
Oh, come on, that's not the spirit.
If that investigative team gets their hooves on this case, who knows what ridiculous things they might come up with this time? There has to be a better way.
Come on, Twilight, I'm sure it's going to be fun.
Rarity, I'm on the case.
Oh yeah.
I beg your pardon, Twilight?
Oh yeah. We are going to Mystery of the Friendship Express this up.
Some pony needs to get to the bottom of this, right? Well, I volunteer. I've had experience investigating crime before, after all.
Oh, hey. Exactly.
Twilight, I'm really not sure if that's such a grand idea.
Come on.
Well, I mean, sure. That particular investigation pretty much involved completely airtight evidence that directly identified the culprits in one go.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy one.
And it also included an eyewitness who saw almost everything who could lead me exactly to the clues.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's not like the team from Canterlot will be much better, right?
Forgive me, Twilight, if your words do not inspire a great deal of confidence.
It'll be fine. Don't you worry, Rarity. I'll have this case wrapped up in a jiffy. Mystery novels came through for me then, so surely they'll come through for us again.
I am entirely sure. I mean, it's not like Mystery of the Friendship Express wasn't based on a Agatha Christie novel. No siree.
I wonder where Pinkie Pie's been today. If she were here, I feel like she might say something like, "Hey Twilight, you're in a video game!"
Yeah, she may indeed say something like that. But I think that right now that's a little bit contrived, isn't it?
Or, now if you want to move, Twilight, you can just click where you want to go, or you can also just press and hold too.
Okay, so that's certainly a way to give a tutorial. I think it's not particularly subtle, but I'm not going to complain, I guess.
She might even say something like, now if you want to interact with something, well then you just click on it too, silly Billy.
Yeah, I probably would have figured that out one myself. That one out myself.
Sadly,
Yeah.
she isn't here right now.
Yeah, it's a pity. I mean, every Ace Attorney game had a annoying teen sidekick. Well, at least the ones I've played, and as far as I know, also the ones that the other ones that exist. Well, you know, talking about Ace Attorney, I have played the first one that was just called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I haven't played Justice for All, though I did play Trials and Tribulation and I played Apollo Justice. Now, this game here is, as far as I know, based on the Ace Attorney investigation games, which I haven't played either. So this is rather new to me. And here is something that could be interpreted as a glue.
Well, it doesn't take a sharp eye to see that these are tire marks. And it doesn't take sharp wit to figure out that whoever was here probably was the cause of this broken window, too.
Yeah, and you may or may not have had a car. And considering there are not many cars in Ponyville, that's certainly a good clue. Well, I guess he didn't have to have a car, but... Shut up! I'm the investigator. Tire marks added to evidence.
Is there anything else here?
I don't know, Twilight, you tell me. Oh, here we have... That now looks like a piece of string, doesn't it?
Is this hair?
Or something like that. Hair added to evidence.
These tire tracks and this hair seem like they go together.
Yeah, so it must be... Alright, let me think about it. The perpetrator must have been a car wearing a wig. Seems sound to me.
What was it? Oh, right! If I want to combine them, I just click on evidence in the main screen. Click on the tracks, then combine with. Click on the hair, and then click combine.
Okay.
As Pinky might say. Easy peasy!
Yeah, she might indeed say something like that. Alright, so evidence. Here we have our hair. Curved tire mark. No, rather we have the tire marks. Found by the Carousel Boutique this morning, leading towards the broken window. So let's combine them with white strands of hair. Found by the Carousel Boutique this morning, next to a pair of tire tracks. Combine.
If we assume that this hair is from some animal, then it would naturally follow that the rider probably swerved here to avoid hitting it, explaining why that pony went towards the window.
Elementary, dear Twilight. Oh right, the hair's from an animal. But I wonder which one. Maybe the one that has been stolen here?
Except, what animal
Yeah.
was it? A pony, perhaps?
I don't know. It seems kind of weird to me that they consider themselves animals. I mean, in a way, humans are also animals, but we don't call ourselves animals because we are awesome like that. It doesn't matter. Except what animal? A pony, perhaps? No, I highly doubt it, Twilight. Hair, updated in evidence. So now we know that Hair was a pretty great musical from the 60s, having a song called Age of Aquarius, which I found is pretty damn good and is usually played in radios together with Let the Sunshine In, or something like that. What the hell am I talking about? Well, I'm not talking about anything specifically, I'm talking to Rarity. Last night.
Rarity, I think we should start with what happened last night.
Good idea.
Of course, darling. What would you like to know?
Why couldn't you move a little bit farther away from your microphone, Rarity? Or rather, voice actor of Rarity, because that came out a little bit louder than it should have.
Could you describe exactly what happened and what you saw?
Well, I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was sleeping in my bedroom when suddenly I heard a shrill crash from downstairs. I went downstairs to investigate, and what did I find but my house overturned and ransacked, my prized jewel gone, and my beloved opal essence missing as well. Oh, opal! Mama's coming soon!
Move away from the microphone, lady. Well, maybe it's intentional.
Perhaps I should ask more specifically about what was stolen.
She told us. Her jewel and her cat, Twilight. Okay.
Was everything there is to speak of? You saw nothing else at all?
No, nothing, I'm afraid. So sorry, Twilight.
Alright.
That sounded awfully suspicious. Rarity, are you hiding something?
I didn't think it sounded all that suspicious, but you're the boss, Twilight.
I should come back when I've got some evidence proving that Rarity knows more than she's letting on. Persist.
Oh, sorry, I just cut it off. I'm a horrible Let's Player. You can now all stop watching that video now that you know that I'm a horrible Let's Player. Presenting that to her should get her to talk to me. Present evidence. Sure. Oh, well now, let's first ask her about what was stolen.
Could you describe everything that was stolen last night?
Please.
Of course. First there was True Blue, a regular hunk of a sapphire that shone in the light like a noonday sky. Oh, whatever shall I do without the light of that jewel in my workshop?
Sure it wasn't just a rock again?
Second, there was Opal. My darling, darling Opal. She's been missing since last night too. Now with the jewel I can understand, but what could the thieves possibly want with Opal?
That's a valid question. No reasonable person would steal her.
It greatly troubles me to think of what might have happened to her.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
must find them both, Twilight. Promise me. You must. You must.
Lady, please.
I'll do my best, Rarity. I promise.
Exactly. Talking about it, I think I've heard Twilight's voice actor before. Now, don't call me crazy, but isn't it the same one she had in Friendship is Witchcraft? Sounds a bit like her. Jenny something something? I don't know. Yeah, I'll do my best, Rarity, I promise.
Not just a giant sapphire, but her cat too? What an atmosphere could that be about?
Yeah, we asked the questions now various times. So, present evidence. What can we present? The broken window, hair found by the carousel. Maybe we can make the connection that it's obviously Opal's hair and Rarity. I don't know.
Why, thank you, darling. But I'm afraid that I haven't a clue what I'd use it for. Terribly sorry, but I simply cannot accept this gift.
What you could use it for? Well, you could use the hair for, I don't know, putting it on a dress or something. I mean, you're all about putting pretty much everything on dresses, aren't you? But you...
Wasn't giving it to you.
That's horrible, Twilight, that's horrible. But no, that doesn't get us anywhere. So I think right now we don't have anything else to present to her. Everyone says I'm... Alright, whatever, so we have to look around a little bit more. Let's exit this, and what about this
A
thing?
strange star-shaped object?
Indeed.
I can't say I know what this is, but it looks out of place, which makes it a clue in my book.
It looks a little bit like Christmas decoration. Star-shaped object. So far, so good. Now this place here isn't all that big, and we have nowhere else to go to, or do we? Huh.
Well, it doesn't take a sharp eye to see the
Yeah. Been there, done that. Dunno, do we have anywhere else to go? Apparently we do. Now let's explore the place a little bit. We could say let's investigate it. I mean, there is a reason this game is called Ace Attorney Investigations. What do we have here?
A piece of cloth. Red on one side, gold on the other. I think I know what this is from.
So do I. Cutie Mark Crusaders Cape Shred added to evidence. So far so good. Now what do they have to do with anything? I guess we're going to find out. Now here is what seems to be a tent. Can we enter it? Doesn't seem like it. Can we look at this thing a little bit closer? Doesn't seem like it. Talking about closer looks, we're here at a place. It looks like a place, and it's undoubtedly a place. I wonder how big this overworld is. Oh, hey there, Applebloom. The Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Hey, Applebloom. How's it going with the Cutie Mark Crusaders? Done any, epic quests or crusading lately?
Oh, well, no, actually, not really. See, we're kinda on break.
Her voice actor is really off. It seems like they, I don't know, gave her voice just a... It doesn't sound like a natural voice. It just sounds, I don't know, a bit like the Chipmunk did.
On break? Since when do the Cutie Mark Crusaders take breaks?
Also, twice, well, not only twice, the characters' lip movements and what they're saying isn't quite synchronized.
Since, well, recently, I mean, everybody's gotta take a break once in a while, right?
Yeah, you seem a little bit shifty, Applebloom.
Recently.
Pretty recent?
Pretty recent, maybe since someone broke in at Rarity's place. Huh.
Why is she avoiding my questions? So Something's not right here.
Yeah, we are going to press doubt. Or maybe lie. I don't know. Have you guys played L.A. Noire? God, that was a weird game, wasn't it?
Although, now that I think about it, there's one Crusader I haven't heard anything about today.
Damn straight.
Say, Apple Bloom. Do you know where Scootaloo's been?
But we haven't seen Sweetie Belle either.
Nowhere. I mean, somewhere. I mean, not here. I mean, I don't know.
And by the way, her Texan accent sounds about as convincing as mine.